So we've played through off camera and we did win the cup. We won it 4-2. So we are now sort of mid-June. So there's a good place as any to finish. As you can see, a quadruple. The Tunisian Super Cup, if that counts, or at least a good treble. Tunisian Cup, the League, and the African Champions League. We are leaving 2.5 stars of reputation. The first 4 trophy season in the save so far. And another continental. So we won the first continental in Oceania with New Zealand's eastern suburbs. We've now completed Africa with ES Sahel of Tunisia, getting their biggest result since 2007, also against Al Ahly, as we found out. So Africa is done. We will be job hunting in the next episode. We will talk about the leagues we're going to be in. We're going to go to Asia, but where are we going in Asia? So we'll talk about what leagues we're going to be looking at and what sort of level of team we're hoping to join. So 2.5 stars. I don't think there's a big massive difference between Africa and Asia, so I'm hoping to do kind of a shorter stint in Asia. I'm hoping it's not going to take, was it 3 seasons? 3 seasons, not too long. Took 5 seasons in Oceania, 3 in Africa. Maybe we might be able to do it in a season. You never know if we can get a team already in there. 1 or 2 seasons. I think there's a good number of boys here that I would like to bring with me. Angua would be a dream. Lukic would be good. Knezovic would be good. Maybe Koulibaly. Maybe one of the centre-backs. Toure, potentially. So there's boys I'm going to be eyeing up. Angua would be the main one. He is kind of expensive, though, so we'd probably need a team with a good bit of money, but we'll see. We'll see if Asia's quite a big step up, then maybe we won't bring them in. But Africa is complete. We are 2 down, 4 to go in our Hexagon Challenge, and next time we will be doing job hunting in Asia to try and get the 3rd one. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hexagon Challenge, and I'll see you all for more very soon. Welcome to the Hexagon Challenge. We are going to be job hunting in Asia. If you're new to the series and you're not caught up, go watch the playlist, get up to this point, and then you'll know, and come back to this video and you'll know where we are. But we have just won the African Champions League, which is our 2nd Champions League in the Hexagon Challenge that we've won. We won Oceania. We started in Tonga. We then went to New Zealand, won the Oceania Champions League there. We then went to ES Sahel of Tunisia, won their first Champions League since 2007, just their 2nd one in their history. Didn't need to go to the big countries. Obviously, we had to go to the best country in Oceania. We didn't do that in Africa. We managed to do it at the 2nd best country in the continent. So maybe we'll do the same. I don't know. But what we are going to do, first of all, is not retire, is resign. We will resign as manager of ES Sahel with immediate effect. Confirmation of it. The board didn't even try and stop me, which is crazy. Look at that. An 87% win percentage, 5% loss percentage, 6 cups, 3 leagues. Unbelievable. What a manager I am. The Al Ahly job's apparently favoured to take. I don't know why he'd won it. I think Al Ahly's a bigger club. Pyramid job, kind of bigger club as well. But yeah, that's it. We are out. A couple of backroom staff left. Don't know why they did that because I'm not going to be going after them. So we are a 2.5 star manager. We've got 2 continental competitions. We've got an 85% win percentage overall. We've played 233 games, won 200 of them. And we've got good knowledge of England, Tunisia, and minimal knowledge of New Zealand, which I don't think is going to matter because I don't think we'll really be going there. We've got a couple of people who don't like me. Apparently Zidane doesn't like me. That's news to me. Or maybe I think we had... So he doesn't like me because I think we had a loan player from Liverpool. And that's it. Stephen Bradley of Shamrock Rovers also doesn't like me because we had a loan player from them. This was back when we were in New Zealand, by the way. It's nothing to do with the last 3 years in Africa. This guy doesn't like me. We knocked Bellows' dad out, so that makes sense. Don't know who you are. Don't know why he wouldn't like me, but he doesn't. And then this guy likes me. He's the under-21s manager for Sahel. Does that make sense? He's 2.5 stars of reputation. He might as well just join up to be the first team manager. Anyway, we are going to be looking in Asia, so we need to talk about what leagues we're loading. Of course, we're deloading the African leagues now, so Tunisia can go, and the Egypt and South Africa will join. So those were the only leagues left by the time we got there. In terms of now job hunting, the only league that's actually loaded is UAE. So kind of before the end of last episode, I loaded in some leagues to make sure that they were going to be available for this job hunting. Clearly, the seasons are a little bit different in Asia. Some are more like August to July or whatever it is. Whereas it seems like Japan and Korea and China are more in like the winter months. So Japan and China will be joining us on the 15th of Jan. Korea on the 26th of December, so pretty much the new year. We will see very shortly the Saudi and the Qatar leagues load up. But we have got UAE. So in terms of what we can be applying for, obviously none of these boys. So really just the Asian leagues. And it's like I say, it's going to take at least till the 19th for some more to come in. Preference? I think Japan would be cool. I think, yeah, I mean, in terms of who wins it, usually, if we take a look since the game's been loaded, obviously these leagues haven't been loaded. So in the final at the minute is a team from Kyrgyzstan, which I wouldn't have expected, and a team from Lebanon. So I don't really know. I'm an idiot. That's the first preliminary rounds. It's clearly already played. So it seems like there's a Western section and then there's an Eastern section, which makes sense because it's quite a big continent. So it was last won by Al Ittihad of Saudi. They played Shanghai Shenhu from China. Before that was won by Al Sadd of Qatar. Runners up were from Japan, Hiroshima. Al Ain or Al Ain from UAE won it. Japan runners up. Japan winners. Saudi runners up. UAE winners. More Japan runners up. So the Japan runners up seem to change quite often. Frequently you get Saudi teams in the final, so I think Saudi would be a good choice. I think Japan would be a good choice. But if we could get to a big club like an Al Sadd or an Al Ain, I mean, there's some big clubs in Qatar and UAE. So if you could get to one of the top clubs already, good shout. I think Saudi would be good. Obviously, they have rules, I think, quite strict rules on foreign players in the league. I mean, they don't really seem to have any stars. They've got Cunha, who we obviously know of. Diogo Costa, the goalkeeper, but he looks like he's on his way out. He's out of contract. Don't know who you are. Seems like some big boy on a big wage packet. Some more big boys on big wage. I mean, they don't look great, do they? So I'm not sure about Saudi. I've never really managed there. I think Japan would be the smart one. Not really seeing many Koreas. Obviously, Ulsan are there. But that's it for Korean teams. So Korea not looking overall great. In terms of historically and real life, it's mostly Japan, Korea, and Saudi. So, yeah, I mean, obviously once the leagues get loaded in, there'll be more players there. So the one that we've got loaded in is UAE. Is that right? So if we take a look at the UAE, foreign player rules probably play a big part in where we go. Seems like the league rules are a lot better, a lot easier to get into it as well, which is good. You don't have to win your league, which is very important for me. I mean, yeah, it looks like there's some big clubs. Al Ain, obviously, probably the ones who win it every year. I mean, they've won the Asian Champions League twice. Yeah, they win this pretty much every year. And they've got some players on expensive money. Not really anyone I'm recognizing. They've got foreign player status, but Brandon Williams is there. Madness. Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting. I don't know. I think we'll really just play it by ear, see what's available. I mean, if we went to a UAE or Qatar, they'd really want the top jobs. Whereas Japan, maybe take a team that's like kind of mid-table and turn them into a league winner. I don't know. But like I say, we'll just play it by ear. In terms of my profile, 2.5 stars, I mean, I don't think we were good enough to get the Sahel job. We were 2 stars and they were 3. So realistically, if we're 2.5 stars, maybe a 3.5 star isn't totally out of the question, but a 3 star is probably more likely. Don't know. So anyway, we'll skip forward till we start to see some jobs come up, and then we'll come back once they have done. So we've skipped forward to the 1st of July, and we've got our first job. I actually did it off camera and recorded and talked all about it, but the file got messed up, so I'm having to do it again. Al Hilal are available. They've obviously got a ton of players. They've got Cole Palmer, Conceição. I don't think that's not Marcelo, the left back. That's definitely not Robinho, the striker. Don't really recognise anyone else's names on here, but yeah, there's like a £10 million wage bill at the club. They are a 4-star club though, so I don't know if that'd be something we could actually get. Hernan Crespo is actually the favourite. He's the Al Ain manager. So if he goes to Al Hilal, this will actually become available, which is probably maybe more realistic for us. They do quite well in the Champions League. They've won it twice. They've been runner-up twice, and they won it recently as well, which is the good thing. So that could be a good move. Obviously, Al Hilal would be crazy. If we could get that, that would be great. They have it has been received. I'm going to declare interest as well, just to get the media going. Obviously, probably love it. I mean, I'd love to come in and manage Cole Palmer. That would be a dream. 825 grand a week. What is that? That is crazy stuff. Yeah. Still haven't got the African countries gone just yet. They go around sort of mid-July. And obviously the other Asian teams are going to join us more around Christmas, New Year's time. We've got at the minute Qatar, UAE and Saudi. So those would be the ones I'd really be looking at. In terms of other jobs, that's it. It's really just the Saudi one. So we'll see what they say. I mean, Crespo's 3.5 stars. So I kind of think he's probably more of a favourite than me. But we'll see what happens. You never know. So maybe we've aimed a little bit high. Al Hilal have come back and said it's unsuccessful. So I think 4 stars and, maybe so much money. Maybe a little bit too much. Oh, they've got some players. Julian Alvarez, Doku, Pedro Porro. These lads weren't here recently. Have they just joined? Yeah, they've just joined. Oh, this would be the one. Anyway, so we might have to work up to that. But yeah, doesn't seem like they've picked their manager just yet, though. Apparently this Marko Nikolic is now the favourite, who's manager of Shabab Al-Ahli. That might be somewhere we could go, but nothing else on the radar, so we'll just skip forward. I won't bring you back for every club we apply for. Just from now will be for anything that actually offers us an interview. So we're all the way into October and we've still not found a job. Obviously, it'll kind of be 2033 when the other leagues join, so that might, bring up some more jobs. But yeah, and just nothing is available. There's a lot of teams insecure in the Saudi League and Qatar League and things like that, so something might come up, but at the minute, yeah, just nothing available at all the way into October. So it'll probably be like November, December. It might even be the new year when the teams come in. So we'll just keep plugging away and I'll let you know if something interesting happens, I guess. So we've had to go all the way to nearly the end of March before jobs actually came up. And weirdly enough, 2 jobs from the UAE have came up. One of them's the league leader, so I don't really know why their manager's left. Their season's kind of done. He's been sacked for some reason, even though they won the league. Very, very odd. It's Al Wada Football Club, top of UAE, which means they will go to the Champions League group stage. They were knocked out in the West playoff. Don't really know what that is. Is that the semis? No. What's the West playoff? Oh, okay. So they didn't even qualify, but they've somehow won the league. Makes sense, kind of, I guess. I guess they didn't win the league last time. I guess they finished... I don't know how they qualified the year before. Let me see their competition history. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Where did they finish last year? 4th. So maybe they won the cup? They win the... What the hell's the Pro League? I don't know. I don't know how they qualified. If they finished 4th... Hang on. Then... Oh, okay. So they got into the playoff for finishing 4th. Okay, makes more sense. So they finished top. So they're going straight into it. But Al Jazeera are also available, who finished 9th. So they're not going into it. They won't be qualified for the Champions League. They're a bigger club. They're a 3.5 star club. They've got a £1.3 million wage bill. Do they have... I mean, they've got Trincao. I know him. Any other big earners that I know of? Matias Nunez they've got. I think that's it. So they're both... I'm just going to apply for both. We'll apply all. So it's been received. Al Wada. I didn't look at what their wage bill was. Do they have anyone that I would know? Not really. They don't have any. Diogo Dallo, I know. Doesn't seem like they have any other real superstars on their hands. So UAE, not the best league in Asia, the 3rd best league in Asia. So how good is that? I don't know. Who did they get knocked out by? A team from Qatar. So, yeah. At the minute, semi-finals, 2 Saudi teams, 2 Japan teams. So Saudi and Japan still seems like the best place to go. But honestly, we've been sitting around waiting for jobs forever. I mean, if we can get one of these big boys, even if it's only for a season, just to do something in Asia, get our name in the door in Asia, then that could be a move. Obviously, they're going straight into the group as well, which is good. So yeah, I'm more wanting to go to WADA than Al Jazeera. Obviously, Jazeera are probably a bigger club, but I don't know. Just finishing second, finishing ninth, they're not going to be qualified for anything, are they? So yeah. Well, they're not relegated. Is the season done? Yeah, season's done. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of play it by ear. I'm not really convinced on either of them. I mean, Van Bommel, manager of Antwerp's favourite for the WADA job, and Milojevic. Yeah, he's a 4-star manager, so maybe that's above us anyway. WADA are probably more realistic. There are 3-star teams, very similar to ES Sahal. But yeah, I don't know. Top goal scorer is Krutsky. Don't know who he is. So I guess we'll just play it by ear. And so both WADA and Jazeera have actually offered us job interviews. We've also applied for Al Dahail in Qatar. They are available. They're currently third and sacked their manager, which is pretty crazy. They got knocked out in the quarterfinal. I mean, they're meant to be in the top 4. The only thing about UAE that I don't like the look of, the league rules are very, very strict. It's fine on how many people you have in the squad. No rules on that, really. It's just a maximum of 26 over 24 players. But you can only have 5 foreign players in the match squad. That's very limiting. So, to be honest, I don't really even want to go to UAE, so I'm just going to decline them. Based purely on, I don't want to manage in UAE now. Now that I've kind of seen the rules, I don't really want to manage there. The Qatar Stars League, a little bit better. So it's 9 in the squad, no match day rules. So that looks instantly better to me. Japan, I didn't really look at the rules. No more than 5 foreign players, but I feel like the Japan players are better. Whereas in Qatar, you're pretty limited. So I don't know what the rules are in Saudi, actually, in terms of the league rules. Doesn't say. So maximum of 8 in the squad. I mean, that's pretty okay too. So I think Saudi's fine, Japan's fine, Qatar's fine, but UAE, I'm saying no. Honestly, I don't think Korea's good enough of a league for me to go to. Yeah, no more than 4 in the playing 11, and they have to be like Asian as well. So that's pretty limited. So I think Qatar, who are 4th, so not as good as UAE, but Saudi. I think it's Saudi, Japan, or Qatar. I think that's where we're going. Don't know what the rules are in China. Squad no more than 5. Yeah, that's just too limiting for me. If we're not going to a good country here, there's not that many good Qatari players as UAE players. So I think we'll focus on Qatar, we'll focus on Japan, but we might be waiting around for a job for a while, unless we can get this one, which would be pretty good. We've got our first, well, not our first interview, but our first interview we're actually to go for the Al Dahail job. Since then, the Al Arabi and the Al Gharafa jobs have all come available as well, so we've applied for all of them. Gharafa won the league, so that would be ideally where we'd go because they're going straight to the group stage. Duhail are going to be in the playoffs, so we'd have to win a playoff to qualify. And Al Arabi are 5th, so they actually wouldn't be in the Champions League. So that's the least popular one. Gharafa really looks the best to me. Looks like they've got some good players already. Obviously, if they've won the league, they're a good side. So this to me would be the one to go to. Don't know why they've got rid of their manager again when they've won the league. It seems odd, but yeah, we're going to go for it. But we are going to go for the Al Dahail interview and see what happens. So we've invited you along so we could put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations. Brilliant stuff. Can you read some concerns that you've never previously managed in this country? I have various experience in other countries. You've been employed. I've been waiting for the right job. I've been waiting for the right opportunity. Why have you felt acceptable to apply for a number of jobs? I feel that. So last time I did this at the very start of the save, someone left a comment and said that basically the promise like withdraws you from the other jobs. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say I stand by my decision and it shouldn't matter to anyone else. Can you play it while you're in for a running? Or maybe it's this one, as whether it was, I am more prepared to withdraw from them all if it's a red line. So maybe that's one that I pressed and I didn't realize. Merely considering my options. AOTs are worries about losing the backing of your players. It was the exception. It didn't happen. Our previous manager didn't enjoy the best. I've always had a good relationship. No problem securing the backing of players. Oh my God, I've already said. That'll be fine. Director of football. Let's have it. Don't need any backroom staff. That will just be sorted as is. So they want to work within the wage budget, reach the latter stages of the Champions League, qualify for the Champions League, and do some stuff in... There's 3 cups. Why is there 3 cups? And then challenge for the league after that. That sounds about right. Not while the season's done, so I wouldn't expect you to expect anything. Nothing else. Job done. So I'm linked with it. We'll see if we get it. We're still not favourite for it, but... yeah, Patrick Vieira's favourite for the Al Arabi job. Mark Van Bommel, favourite for the Garaffa job. So I think with my reputation, I'm not miles off. So if we get any more interviews, we'll do them off camera. But it's looking like we could have an offer on the table soon, hopefully, because we're in May now and we've not had a job yet and we've been out of work for a while. We've not worked in 2023. So there you go. Well, it didn't take long at all. The Al Dahail job have come straight in. So it's a £26.5 million transfer budget, which is not bad at all. 1.5 million wage budget. A lot of expectations, but it makes sense. It's a good club. They're going to be third, so they're going to get into the Champions League. Their season preview-wise, not a million miles away from a top side. 4th, so... yeah, I think ideally I'd take the Garaffa job. So what I'm going to do for now is just delay for a week. We'll delay it for a week. But if the Garaffa job don't come in, then I think we could be going to Al Dahail. Well, without even me having to apply, Al Ahly and Al Nassr have offered me a job interview. They've just come available in Saudi, as has Al Wada. So that's pretty good that they want me. Al Ahly finished 5th. Al Nassr finished 9th. Al Hilal won the league. I don't know what to do. They've both offered jobs. Al Ahly, 8.7. I mean, it's a 4-star club. I don't know what to do. We've already agreed to delay on Al Dahail for a bit. They've got Nicholas Jackson. Oh, I love Nicholas Jackson. I think he's a baller. Love a striker. Love a 9. Al Nassr. I can't imagine Ronaldo is still there. Patrick Wimmer. Ben White is retiring. They've got 37-year-old Manyan in goal. Gappy Vega. It's not great. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know which is the route. Saudi, a better league than Qatar. We've not had the other 2 Qatari teams come back either. So I really don't know. Saudi's probably the best team in that section. But neither of them are qualified. That's the other thing. We'd have to spend a year just to get them into the top 4 because it's not easy to qualify. It's a top 4 kind of situation. So I don't know. I really don't know. Al Ahly, maybe Al Nassr are meant to finish top and they finished 9th. What has gone on there? They got some big players. I mean, he's meant to be quite good. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to take some thinking. So I think we'll go for the interviews. I'll do it off camera, of course. I think Al Garaffa's still the one I'd want. Al Wada, where did they finish? 11th. Not really anyone I'm recognising here. They didn't really want me either. Not as good as the other 2. I think we go for the Al Ahly and Al Nassr jobs. I think we just apply. I think we just accept the interviews. The fact that they're reaching out to me is very promising. So it's 8.7 million, 10.5 mil on the wage bill. Who are they spending it on? Are you players even any good? I don't know. Seems like they're spending a lot of money. I don't know if the players are any good, though. That is a problem. Anyway, we'll think about it, but we're going to go do the interviews, but we've already agreed to delay on Al Dahail twice, so we won't get another opportunity. Yeah, a lot to think about, a lot to consider. So it's all kind of come down to this. Al Ahly and Al Nassr have both offered me a job. We obviously have the Al Dahale job as well. Yeah, I mean, Al Ahly want me to challenge for the Champions League, which I don't get how that works because they're not in the Champions League. They finished runners-up in the Champions League, actually, but they're not in the Champions League. How have they qualified for this? It's top 4. Does runner-up get you in the Champions League? No, winner gets you in the playoff somehow. Why would the winner need to go in the playoff? You can only have 6 foreign players in the actual competition. And 5 that aren't Asian. That's interesting. So you're going to have 5 non-Asian foreign players and then an extra Asian foreign player. I mean, that's tough. So they got to the final though, and they barely lost to Hiroshima. I think we've got to go Al Ahly. They've got history. They've got history in the comp. They've won it in the save. They've been runner-up last year. They've got history for it. They just don't have any players I know of. That's the only worry. Who the hell's Philip Akva? I don't know. I guess we'll learn. They've got Bruno, but he's like well past it. They've got Nicholas Jackson, who's still kind of okay. Don't really have anyone else. Don't know who Joe Mendes is. Yeah, I don't know. Al Nassr are 9th. So the fact that they're saying challenge for it, so they just want us to finish top half in the league. What do you want us to do in the league? Top half as well. So they're kind of easing us in the first season. Al Nassr, Vimmer, Timber, a retiring Ben White. There's no superstars, I think, on either side. Maybe Vega's better. But I don't think there's any superstars that's making me want to go in. The fact that they seem to think they're in the Champions League means that I'm going to go there and hope that the game isn't broken and that there's something about finishing in the final that's qualified us. Yeah. I mean, they've not done great in the league. I think Al Hilal are definitely the best team. But they've got previous. I mean, they got to the final. So what more can I ask? I think we're going to Al Ahly. So they've got a negative transfer budget as well. They've got slightly less wage, but they've got a transfer budget. So I think if we can move some players on, I mean, surely that wage budget, you put that into transfer. If you can move some players on, you've got a big transfer budget. So I think we're going to Al Ahly. Let's just take a little bit longer of a look. What about sponsorship? 48 million for Al Ahly. It's a much bigger club than Al Nassr. Wow, didn't realize it was so much. Stadiums, the 5th biggest, so still bigger than Al Nassr. Not huge though. I thought the stadiums were massive in Saudi, but maybe it's just these top ones. Yeah, I think we're going to Al Ahly. So let's negotiate. They're on a 2-year deal. Let's try and get this to 12. 3-year deal. 2-year deal, 12. Okay, if it's a 2-year deal, I want more money. 12. Okay. I think that's fine. We'll take it. It's not a lot of security because they can clearly get rid of us whenever they want. But so just top half. I mean, that's all right. I'm just worrying if this end of current season. That's why it says Champions League. I don't think they'll be in the Champions League. That's the end of the current season. Which is, so next season's 33, 34. I don't think either are in the Champions League. Finances are okay here. What about Al Nassr? Okay, it's very similar. Very, very similar. Yeah, end of current season, that's fine. So yeah. I think all being said though, Al Ahly still the best option. They might not be in the Champions League, so we might have to do more than one season. That's fine. Hang on. I need to make sure I'm at the right club here. Because I said 12k. Don't break. Okay. Clearly looking at the other ones, messed it all up. We're just going to go Al Ahly. Hope we haven't messed up. Hope we haven't pressed the wrong button. We're at the right club. My God. Al Ahly have hired FM. Al Ahly have today confirmed the appointment of Destro FM as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised. Of course they have. Are eyebrows ever raised? Ever not raised in the world of football when you sign for a club who has recently spent time away from club football? Only no jobs available. Sure, he'll face plenty of questions when he faces the media. Don't do that. At the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Stadium. What a name. Most famously lifted the African Champions League with ES Sahel in 2032, replaces previous manager Jaisal. Some factions in the media have been touting FM as a favourite for the job all along. His appointment has created much discussion around the club. He rejected offers from Al Nassr and Al Duhail. Finished 5th in the Saudi League. Have recorded 3 wins and 2 defeats from their last 5 games. 4-star reputation. They've won the Asian Champions League once. They've won the league 5 times. They've won the King's Cup 13 times. The Arab Club Championship once. The Saudi First Division once. The Crown Prince Cup 5 times. The Gulf Club Champions League 3 times. A Federations Cup. And a Saudi Super Cup. A lot of different cups. Don't really know what they all mean. All the facilities are whack. Not whack. Opposite of whack. Really good. 4-star team. 4th prediction. 20 million in the budget. Transfer-wise, finances are good. This is the best team. Nicholas Jackson is not playing right mid. Bruno Guimaraes is well past it, so he'll probably go. Yeah, end of season, reach the latter stages. Don't know how that works because we're not in it. So that's priority number 1. Get us in. So they want us to sign high reputation players, maintain a high reputation, finish above Al-Shabaab, and get a top half finish. Sounds doable. Don't want to talk to the media. And we're in. We've got 9 million social media followers, 24,000 season ticket holders. So we need a bigger ground. I think that's priority number 1. We'll chuck our tactic on that we've been using. Apparently they suit a gegenpress even better. And they suit the 4-2-4, which is exactly what I play. So that's good. Finances, 112 mil in the bank. Why have we only got this? Why are we only on this? We got no debt. Ton of sponsorship comes in. We need to spend more. We're over the wage bill. So we actually need to move players on. We've got a lot of players. We need to figure out a team. We need to get everything sorted. And it's 1st of July soon, which is free transfer day. So we'll probably look at that. Why have we not got more money? We've got loads of money. Loads of money. We've got some money we can bring in. Oh, 740. Let's bring it in. Get the coffers up. We need it. There we go. It's looking good. The coffers are up. Got any youth? This guy, he's Brazilian, so no. We've got some players to move on in here, don't we? Don't need players taking up big wages when they're rubbish. Any under-19s? No, just some reserves on big wages. So we'll get rid of them. Who have we got then? Nicholas Jackson. Who are the big earners? Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, he's rubbish as well. He's only a decent... Oh, we've got to move him on. 1.1 mil. He's got to go. Gatti. He's okay. He's okay. He can stay. So 4 stars as a leading player. What are we? So they're 2033. So Nicholas Jackson's out of contract. Do we keep him at 31? We probably do. He's a good Saudi player. We probably keep him. Zarouni looks very good. Happy with him. Very quick. He's Moroccan. Are any of these boys close to being Saudi? No. We've got a Norwegian. Got a number 10 who looks very good. Wow. He come through the... He's homegrown. How is he not homegrown? He's never been anywhere else. Oh, we've got a new gen. He's not homegrown, though. That's disappointing. Doesn't qualify. Doesn't qualify. That's a shame. We got this guy. Another striker who looks pretty good. Got this guy. A Saudi striker who's actually pretty good. Wow. Is he homegrown at club? Well, he's Saudi, so at least he's not non-foreign. He looks pretty good. So there's some players here. We just need to figure out who's not any good anymore. What's the rules again? What's the rules in Saudi? So we get 8 foreign players in the squad. What are we at now? What are we at now? So we've got 8. We've got 8 and we've already got 1 who's not available. I mean, he can go. He can just go. Joe Mendes is also out. He can probably go. Problem is, I don't know if we'll be able to move them on. That's the issue. So we've got... Yeah, we got some... I mean, we'll take a full review and we'll come back with everything sorted. He's got to go. 1.1 million and he's rubbish. Bruno, mate, he's got to go. He's got to go. There's some good players here, though. How do we fit a 10 in there? He's like one of the best players at the club, and he's a 10. I think we play him out wide. I think he's going out wide. Right, we'll figure it all out. But we need to move some foreign players on and get some of this wage bill sorted. Yeah. But we'll do all that off camera, and we'll come back for the first episode with our new club. We're in Asia. We're at Al Ahly. It's going to be exciting. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hexagon Challenge, and I'll see you all for more very soon.